Alright, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Part 4, Episode 25.
And
alright.
Boy, are we following up on a crazy, insane, awesome episode.
One of the best episodes of JoJo's we've seen thus far.
Yeah.
And it was hectic. It was a ride.
Because, the heroes won.
Or did?
They kind of did.
Yeah. Well, they did. But actually, they didn't.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Did the heroes win? Well, yes, but actually, no.
Yeah. Yeah. And oh boy. This will be interesting. Because yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Kira has changed his identity, has changed his face. He's given us a whole new run for what makes a good JoJo villain.
And he killed again.
And he killed again, specifically Dr. Aya. And with having all of the JoBros essentially done their worst to him, except of course Okuyasu.
That's right.
Because that would be too definitive in terms of killing him here.
Yeah.
I am in love with the idea that we are now in an actual kind of chase you kind of situation. And if we can have Kira be out there doing his own thing, as Jotaro kind of predicted, which I would say Jotaro is always perfectly accurate
at this point.
In his predictions, is going to be kind of exciting. Because that means that everything could be, is that Kira? Instead of it being, could this be the work of an enemy stand? It's like, could this be the work of the serial killer Kira Yoshikage? Or Yoshikage Kira, you know?
Oh boy.
So JoJo's Part 4. This is going crazy. So y'all, without further ado, let's get into it. Ooh, the handle.
Yeah.
Oh crap.
Next victim.
No way. Photographer? What if this is Kira's new family? He's integrated into society and everything.
Yeah. Like they do a time skip and
oh my gosh.
Wow.
Yep, definitely. The suit, everything. His voice is even different. Wow. Ah, perfect.
Yep.
He's cooking.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Oh, this is awesome.
Time has passed.
Yeah, time has passed. Adam Hartfather. Right. Okay, cool. Picture book. Oh, dang. Oh, wow. Yeah, they are pretty old, yeah. Yeah. He just blends in amongst the crowd. Wow. Wow. Yeah, it had to be deliberate. The fact that it was deliberate, though, is fascinating.
Right. Oh. Fingernails?
Oh, wait. That's gross. Oh, that's so gross.
Oh,
yeah.
gross.
Oh,
okay.
It's still freaking gross, like.
1983年の右手親指は 31.5 センチの爪が伸びたってことっすか。1983年といえば杉本玲美が殺された年。このデータは占いだ。ユダヤ商人は太陽の黒点の動きで商売の好景気不景気を見るらしいが。
Really?
Okay.
Is that a thing?
伸びる長さで自分の体調を占ったらしいな。
Alright, well, it tells you he has an obsession with hands and feet.
Yes.
1900やろうめ。
Whoa, whoa.
No
That was a
way.
camera. What? Whoa. Yeah, there's a dark spot on the on the development of the camera. Oh, whoa.
Okay.
In folklore, sometimes photos and cameras and all that can see souls. Yeah, yeah. Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, not yet. There's something more. Whoa! Whoa!
Oh. Oh.
Whoa!
Okay.
すでにキラの父親は現れていたらしい。最初から見ろ。
Whoa!
Nice.
The photo's changing.
動いているんだ。
Oh, this is legit.
写真の中で電話しているぜ。
ジョスケ君、幽霊なら僕らのスタンドで攻撃できるよ。ヨハン先生は自分のヘブンズドアでレイミさんの
Oh,
Nice.
Right, because.
Oh.
Oh!
Oh. Oh, that's bad.
Holy crap!
家のダメージは俺たち自身に戻ってくるぞ。早く直せジョースケ。バラバラにぶっ飛ぶぞ。
Punch the photo, yep. Dang. That was nuts. Alright, alright.
But specifically just the old guy.
Yep, yep. Oh. This space has been sealed off by the photo.
Oh, that's terrifying.
The sound effect is so funny though.
Could the hand destroy the frame? Wow.
That's amazing.
Oh, man.
Alright, so keep your eyes on the photo. I think JoJo's already kind of figured it out. With that invincible. Ah.
Is this all a part of his ploy?
Josuke doesn't know that though.
Nice.
こいつは自分の写ってる写真を支配するというのならこいつだけカメラで撮って
Oh! Oh!
Nice.
Oh, you genius!
Wow.
JoJo! Give him a good one-liner!
No, just make sure it's cool.
Oh my god. that wasn't that cool. No,
Yeah.
no. That sounded like a tsundere. Like,
He's like, Josuke, you need to stay quiet at all times so that way you can spend the time to think it out. Nice. Oh.
what a badass! Oh yeah! Wrap it up in tape! Staple it to the wall! Oh my god!
It's probably a hand that was left behind.
でも見つけられて困るものって何を探せばいいんだろう。
俺はあんまり細かく考えてねえよ。そこのキラの親父が青ざめて息がで
本当に息できないの。
Koichi, really?
こいち不利だよ不利。穴開けさせて逃げよって。
Yeah.
信じられんかもしれんが。どんなに開けてほしいの？いいだろういいだろう。いっぱい開けてやるよ。画鋲付きだけど。
What's that laugh? What
I
was
love
that
it.
laugh?
I love it.
I got you pegged now. See, that's a good one-liner.
画鋲見えないがわしは今柱にいるらしいな。いいこと思いついたぞ。
Oh, to try and push.
なんだ今の音は。
Yeah.
何をした？
To tear the thing, yeah. If you're gonna do
God,
something, just
these
use
two
the
are so
hand to
stupid.
just erase it from existence.
俺のセンス。
No,
No,
no.
no, no!
こいつ何かしやがった。
So dumb.
Oh my god.
騙された。これは
Oh!
Oh my god.
弓と矢だ。
Whoa.
Wait.
収したはずのスピードワゴン財団で保管してあるはずの弓と矢が
This is a different
一
one.
組あるのか。何？吉影の企画員を引き出したこの矢。感じ
Whoa.
たのだ。この矢は絶対に渡さん。
Well. What? He's riding a bird.
エコーズだこいつ。アクト1で追え。
遠すぎてダメだよ。
マジかよ。キラの父親が俺たちに見つか
Oh my god. So, are there two of them, or did they actually get the real one? The
Yes,
like
it
the
is.
original.
いや奥安。奴の方が上手
No, that's
だ。
not true.
父親にしてあ
Jotaro.
の息子。それで十分。
Can't change the past.
Watch, the bird's gonna get eaten or shot or something.
弓と矢か。なるほどな。一組だけではないと思っていたぜ。仕掛けよ。今どこにいるんだ。お前は少年の頃から。
What if this is all according to Jotaro's desire to have him lead him to his
Oh,
son?
nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh shoot.
わしのたった一人の息子だもん。
Oh, no way. No way.
Wow. Wow.
この吹き回し。ちょっと。爪
Nail clipping. Oh, dang.
昨日の夜も蹴ってなかった。伸びが早いのね。
Whoa, this is actually really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
いいじゃないこの料理。
Oh. We get to see him. Oh,
Wow.
dang. He looks a lot younger.
And he
Like-
totally has the anime hair.
Yeah, yeah.
どうして中に入れなくて一晩中木の上で泣いてたの。ちょっとあんたよくも木のそばの窓を閉めてくれたわね。
Oh, dang. He's got a ripped body.
Yeah.
なのに
よかったよ。窓をうっかり閉めて
Whoa.
ないよ。
何か変。
先月分の家賃まだ払ってねえよな。今月分とで26万円。今すぐ払いなよ。いや、
聞いたでしょ。金庫の鍵の番号あんたしか知らないんだから。
Oh. Crap. He doesn't know the combination either.
朝からご苦労様です。大家さん。でも今ちょっぴりばかり。でもがあんたのが。
すぐに。
いや、
This is awesome because they can't see this.
ほら、50数万円しかないって意味でしてね。でいいかね。
Whoa.
ございました。これからもよろしく。
Dang.
今のお金、大家から取ったのどういう場合。怯え、なゲス男と軽蔑。
But I'm not most people. I find it hot.
Yeah, probably.
私はこの人のことを。
I'm madly in love.
Yeah.
この人を。
Yep, yep.
なんてロマンチックなの。
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Wow.
Ah, the arrow.
Yeah. Oh man,
Oh,
that was
dang.
great.
But they basically just set up the next kind of steps for the ongoing arc, because we have the home life of Yoshikage Kira, who is basically trying to figure out a way to blend in and take someone else's life.
Yes.
Because that's the thing.
Right,
He is
because-
not someone that remarried. There was no time skip or anything. He took over someone's life that he originally was. Because when he took his coat, he looked at the wallet, he looked at the ID,
Gotcha.
and he
Yeah.
came into this place and all
Hence
that.
the whole thing of not knowing the combination.
Yep,
of
not knowing the
safe.
combination and all that.
Okay, nice.
So he's in a new person's life, stealing their identity, essentially. But then the JoBros are investigating his house and end up stumbling into his dad, who is a dead... No, he might be alive, actually. That's a good point.
No, I think he's dead.
You think he's dead?
Yeah.
He's not, like, just in the dimension living out
I mean,
his...
he could be, but
Yeah. Okay.
oh boy.
Okay. All right.
Oh boy.
World
So-
building. We have backstory stuff. We
Character
get things,
introductions
characters.
and,
Yep. We get
like-
a new type of stand that seems very similar to Jay Guile, but also very similar to some other kind of reality, kind of reality marble, kind of control-based
and
stands.
once more, Okuyasu ruins everything by just being so
Being
stupid.
so stupid.
Like, oh my god.
But what I like about this is that Jotaro might be thinking a little bit ahead. Now, not with regards to the stand bow and arrow thing, which that in of itself is a big kind of twist.
That's a big deal. Yeah.
Because it could be the same one, but it doesn't have to be.
I don't
and
think
the way
so.
they did the exposition made it seem like it's like, it makes sense that there would be other ones out there.
Right.
But it brings up that whole conversation again about where those things came from and
Yep.
why are they here, and specifically whether or not the father is tied to, again, another lineage type, antagonistic type of thing that we might end up having more of in the future. So,
Sure,
a lot of new
because-
things to talk about.
Yes. Plenty of good things to talk about.
Yeah. Yeah. I think which do we start with? Because we got Kira's family that he's kind of pretending to be a part of here.
I think that's the main thing. Like there's
Okay.
the theorizing stuff about the bow and arrow and all that stuff and where they came from, but Kira's new family.
Okay.
I
Kira's new
absolutely
family.
love it.
Yes, this is
Like,
so cool. Like,
This is fantastic
oh.
because I don't know why I thought it was a time skip. No, it's just that he assumed a new identity.
Right.
So now, he's there, and that's how it is, right? And there you go.
Yeah.
But now it's something of like, okay, because all right, there are a few reasons why I love this. One, we're introducing a new character that's not a stand user,
Right.
but is, from what we can tell, going to be on the side of Kira. Now, Kira may end up just killing her and taking her hand, but the way she is right now, she's not a threat to Kira in an immediate sense. Now,
Yes.
Jotaro brought up the whole idea of, no, he'd definitely work alone because people could
Yes.
rat him out and all that stuff.
Yes.
So
They're-
her days
they're-
are numbered,
Yeah,
right?
because remember, it's not just her, it's also her kid.
Right.
They are, I would say, the meat shields in a very kind of disturbing way that Kira could end up using in the future to make sure that he's able to make another clean getaway.
Right.
But the fact that he's now showcasing a different side of the person's body that he originally was having, because he's now, in some level, he might have even upgraded the guy's physique beyond just
just because he's a stand user now, and even if the shoulder span thing isn't as much of a thing anymore.
He took care of himself physically.
Right, exactly.
He's a good-sized guy, but he took primarily his face. But he seems to have also, by that extension, taken a little bit of his youth. Like, his voice is different. So I would say that Dr. Aya's process here is pretty complete in such that if they were to find Kira again, the only thing that they really hinted at them being able to identify him based on is his fingernails. The idea that his fingernails would be something that would grow back quickly and he would have to consistently clip them, which they said that it grew, 30 centimeters in a year?
Yep.
That's a foot.
Yeah.
That's a foot.
Yeah, that's
this long.
That's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
Well, and the fact that he clipped his fingernails the night before and then the next day they're already ready, and not he's doing it again and he's clipping them way too short,
like to the cuticles or anything.
Right, exactly. But that they actually could use a clipping. You know, that's an identifying thing.
None of it. Right, that's something that a Jotaro with a passive perception of 30 could identify if this person was out and about in the town. But given that Kira is trying to lay low, he's probably only going to be at work and at home 24/7.
And the fact that he has a family now, that does so much because the thing is that if it was something where he was by himself, right, then that would still kind of stand out. But the fact that this guy has a family now, that causes other potential complications, right? But it's something that Jotaro, I'm sure, would be able to deduce that basically, he could have a family now because he could have just taken someone's identity.
There's no person that's off the table other than ourselves, like our own people, like JoBros,
And oh boy, like the personality of his new wife, right? I absolutely love because it's such a stark contrast and contradiction to contrast to him. Right, and how he is, right, and the fact that she's all like, "Ooh, he just stole $5,000. He's a bad boy. Ooh, I like it." And
it's perfect.
It's perfect. But then the whole thing of like, does she really know what she's getting into? Absolutely not.
Right. So there's some more stuff that can come from that.
Right.
Okay, so we now know his face. We now know where he is.
Yep.
We now know, in a lot of ways, we can go back and check on that mailbox. We now know his last name. I can go back and take a look at it. But we know his identity, his new identity.
Yep.
Now, that's something that's a choice that they had to decide, Araki had to decide by, instead of having it be a thing where the audience is as unaware as the JoBros are, now we are in the know, whereas the JoBros aren't. So there's going to be points where we'll probably have that kind of that
cat and mouse kind of
but those moments where they'll pass, and one will notice the other and the other one won't.
Right,
so
exactly.
That'll be interesting.
That's going to be awesome.
Kira's house is getting investigated. They are doing this for the purpose of finding out some kind of clue. They found the nail clippings things, which is disturbing, but they are probably right in that it is his nail clippings. Now, I don't think they're going to do any kind of DNA kind of thing with that, because it shouldn't really matter. But the idea that was brought up as being this is his hobby, it seems like it might be a little bit more of a Chekhov's gun than just his hobby, because it is physical evidence of his.
Well, yes, and one of the things that I did wonder with something like that is, could Josuke just basically take the nail clippings? Now, maybe it's something where stands or whatever, because nail clippings, it's normal or something to clip them,
right? To repair them,
right? That repairing them doesn't work, but other than that,
it'd be cool to have them try and be like, oh, it's been too long, like maybe there's a time duration limit from when it was separated.
Right.
Or that since it's dead or something.
Yeah, exactly. There's tons of things they could do, but since there's so many of them, like Josuke could just be like, okay, one at a time, or in fact, all right, take a little like a little GPS transceiver, duct tape it to something, repair that, see if it can pull something with it. I don't know if that would actually work or not. Maybe it would just magically separate from the thing that you tried to attach it to.
I think that whole idea is kind of dumb.
I mean, that would make Crazy Diamond.
We want an engaging story here
busted.
too.
Yeah, exactly.
So we have a new character
Yep.
in the parents of Kira, but specifically the father here, who, this is the thing, knew about the stand bow and arrow. Which this is the thing that makes me kind of curious here, was the father shot with the bow and arrow by someone else, or just gave himself basically the stand, essentially. It was just like, yeah, give me a stand,
Right.
Or, and this is an even crazier idea, what if Kira, found out about this, stabbed his father as his test to see if that's the thing, and then his father died, but his father didn't know how to use his stand and got stuck in a photo dimension of some kind. And then basically Kira either took care of him or just kind of was like,
that worked,
But there is this loyalty to their son that shows the morality, I would say, of the father to be askew. And that whole thing there breaks the rule Jotaro had of, the partner kind of thing, that Kira would never have a partner.
Right, but the fact that his father is, dead, that kind of, or trapped in a photo, or however that works.
Yeah, he might be. Hey, it's a spirit photo.
Yep. Yeah. But they could also. But the thing is that also brings in the idea of lineage. Now, it could be something where Kira basically is like, okay, yeah, this is a thing that gives stands. It's helpful, and then he makes his father have a stand too, or something like that, right?
Yeah.
But there could also be the idea that because the father said it was this that awakened Killer Queen within Kira, right?
Yes.
Within my son.
Yep.
That, I don't know why, but it makes me think that he intentionally did that to Kira.
Okay, sure.
Which makes me think that then the father had connections potentially to Enya, right? Like, and so, yeah, like.
So, okay. So I'm looking at this from the standpoint of the big picture beyond just necessarily this story here. Are they trying to set up some kind of future conflict with the idea of Kira's family being kind of this, its own lineage of stand users, essentially?
I think they could definitely do that. Even if it was something as simple as Enya was too important to be making stand users herself.
Right.
So she then went to Kira's father and gave him the bow and arrow. Right.
Or a bow and arrow.
Yeah. Right, exactly.
Whichever one it is.
Yeah. And then basically he started doing that. But then he also was like, I wonder about my boy. My boy's special.
Or himself too.
Yeah, well, yeah, and himself. Well, and if he was making stand users, he probably first had it used on him.
Right. That makes sense.
But yeah.
But that's another crazy thing. The idea that if Enya was just one of the people making stand users, and they gave like a bow and arrow to someone else, like, where did these things come from?
Yep.
Because I am getting Pillar Man vibes.
Oh yeah,
with
definitely.
regards to the themings of this. We have this weapon that's from like an era before, civilization.
An era before Part 3. Yeah.
Long before Part 3. And it doesn't feel as old as Pillarmen, because Pillarmen are like 10,000 years old and stuff. But the bow and arrow is not an old thing in terms of humankind. Like if humankind goes back, X number of years, however long back it goes, the bow and arrow is like,
it's recent, relatively recent,
0.01x. It's very recent. So it's curious. It's curious to me.
Yeah, and that's probably something where they're basically setting things up for future parts.
Okay.
Right. Because I don't think they would really go into that. Like, they'll probably give more, like, seating for that kind of stuff.
Aliens, man.
No, I know.
It's going to be aliens.
I know, but I'm thinking that's probably going to be part 5, 6, or 7 or something like that.
Yeah, because like, what we've got here is this perfect kind of whodunit, but
Right.
We know who done it, and we got to chase them, and we got to hunt them down. And it's
and given the fact that the opening is chase you, and the fact that that they, with how this episode went, you know, that it was still focused on Kira, it's probably going to stay focused on Kira till the end of the show, till the end of the part. Yeah, you know, because and the whole thing of introducing the dad was a great way to do that. Introducing Kira's new family is another great way to do that, because that means they basically have additional ammunition that is still very much connected to Kira. Yeah. But they won't have to worry about it being something where it's like, we find Kira again, but will this actually be the time that we defeat him for real, or will he get away, you know?
But also, now we have the means by which we can introduce more enemy stand users into the overall thing, because we now have another stand bow and arrow, you know, running amok essentially through this spirit photograph. Which, guys, I think I was right. I made a theory a while ago because I completely missed, and Koichi brought it up, saying that, like, hey, Heaven's Door, you know, Rohan's Heaven's Door was used on Emma, what's her name?
The ghost,
the ghost girl. Yeah, stands are spirits. Stands. The reason why stands only are the ones that can, you know, interact and damage stands is because they are some aspect of, like, spirit energy. There's some aspect of the soul or the spirit of the person who's the user projected out as their avatar, essentially. Yeah. And you get to see some aspect of their personality, their abilities, their strengths, their weaknesses in this thing. And if they can interact with the actual spirits, you know, the actual ghosts out there and stuff, what are they more than anything but like an aspect of the spirit? And that shows how when Joseph kind of had his like his ghost or whatever leave his body when he died, you know, at the end of part 3. Yeah. He had his spirit or anything come up. That's why Jotaro could see it, because it's the same kind of thing as a stand. So stand users can see these ghosts or what have you.
So taking that logic and taking it the next step,
right?
That would mean that all of the stand users that we currently have now in the JoBros squad and everything, since they're then hunting stand users, that kind of makes them, they're hunting souls, or they're in a way, Jotaro is kind of like a soul reaper, is what you're saying, Caleb?
No. They're not reaping the souls.
But I mean, kind of.
No. I reject you.
No, but in a different way. Could Bleach be a JoJo's reference?
Okay, so moving on. The interesting, I think, that can be explored with this is that Kira's whole thing is that he's killed a lot of people, right?
Right.
And their spirits are probably, you know, out there, much like the girl at the street there, which I'm sorry, guys, for forgetting her name. They literally said it in this episode.
Yeah.
It was like Emma or something like that. But
I think it had like an EI or something.
But I can bring up the episode again real quick, because there is something I wanted to focus on anyway. But the idea that we can then have this kind of how do I say this? Have this kind of arc, I would say, this section of the story be something that builds the world of stands and everything regarding such. It's just fascinating for like the future of JoJo's.
Because this is something where it's directly things that will probably it will directly tie into other parts, which is great, and that they're doing that in JoJo's. I absolutely love it. I just have to say though, Jotaro was so amazing this episode.
Jotaro was awesome.
Was absolutely wonderful. Like the way he's like, oh no, I have no way to fight this, and then it's just like he makes it so that just takes a picture of himself. It's like, wow, that's wonderful. And then he's like, quick, Josuke, give a one-liner. Like,
just make sure it's cool.
Just make sure it's cool. And then Josuke, of course, messes it up. Like that was absolutely wonderful. And then Jotaro just slowly folds the photo and then tapes it all up and sticks it to the wall. Like, oh man.
Yeah, that was amazing. In terms of,
that was great.
In terms of the potential, I would say, just funny aspect of having Jotaro.
Oh, there was.
I missed it back there.
Yeah. Sugimoto Reimi. Yep.
Yeah, Sugimoto Reimi.
Yeah.
Reimi. Okay.
Yeah.
Basically, just the idea of Jotaro giving this like meta thing of, okay, now give a one-liner.
Yep.
Make sure it's cool.
And
then basically like, changing it to be like an actually good one-liner. And that's what that's what you could retroactively apply to part 3 with every time Jotaro is giving a one-liner. He's like, all right, now do I say this line?
Cool.
Is this one? No, this one. Oh yeah, this is a good one.
Right, and the idea that he's all those times he's just brooding, he's just thinking up one-liners.
He's thinking up one-liners!
Especially with like the love stand user. That
the lovers?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That because he's being manipulated this entire
Right.
time, it's just like, oh, one, I'm going to aura the shit out of this guy. But also, I'm just thinking up what's my one-liner going to be? What's my one-liner
It's going to
be?
be so good.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah.
I love that they had Jotaro actually say that because it's been such a running gag up till this point.
Right.
That Jotaro always gives the one-liners, right? And he's very serious about his one-liners.
But now he's the mentor. He needs to pass on
exactly.
that knowledge, that ability, that
and the
skill.
The fact that he's openly serious about one-liners as opposed to it just being a thing of rule of cool. Jotaro just does this. No.
Right.
Jotaro plans these. Oh yeah.
Oh,
In
yes.
fact, I wouldn't be surprised if, like, at some points, now it only gives him a half second, but if he basically was like, okay, I haven't quite thought up one-liner yet.
Stop time.
Just keep stopping times, to be like, okay, all right, I got it. Boom.
The real reason why Jotaro was nerfed was because he abused his time-stopping powers to think up great one-liners.
Yep. And then he ended up getting so good. Well,
Jotaro
I know
really is Speedwagon. He still hasn't found love yet.
That's a good point. Wow.
Dang, that's actually kind of depressing. The idea that like Jotaro might be too cool for literally anyone, so he like ends the Joestar bloodline from his direct thing.
Right. And Joseph is the one that actually has it continued because of his infidelity. Yes. Although
that was such a random tangent. I was just like,
I could see though.
Yeah.
I could see Jotaro. No, they wouldn't do that. No, never mind.
No. Moving on. All right, y'all don't even need to know what that was.
I mean, I'm sure they
might have got it
together.
Right. But one of the things that would be really exciting to have, given that we know that Kira is in another body, and just summing up that we're going to be following these two kind of plot lines concurrently. The idea of the JoBros going and hunting not only other stand users, but hunting Kira and by extension Kira's father. Kira doing things that slowly but surely builds the connection he has with the family.
Yes.
But also plants schisms potentially in the family so that there can be this like kind of chaos effect of some little thing that snowballs into a bigger thing, into a bigger thing, into a bigger thing, and then suddenly Kira screws everything up.
Or they screw it up and he isn't able to like clean up after it. Like I could see it totally.
Wait, who's they?
The family.
Oh, well, that's my point. The whole situation is one big thing.
Sure, right. And
regardless of if he does it or if...
Right.
The fact that he's a part of the family means he's the originator of it.
But, like, the way I see it is that all the antics that we got with Kira, where it was, like, the sandwich and hiding in the gym locker room and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Or storage room. That kind of stuff, we can have so much more of that now that we have this family. Because it's something that Kira can't rid himself of without a cost, right?
Oh,
he totally can,
gotcha.
But the thing is that they do help him blend in better, even though there runs that extra risk and and things like that. So This will be great.
This will be good.
Yeah.
So, y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction discussion right now, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get on early access there. You can watch full-length reactions there. And all this comes with Discord access. So you can chat with us about these stories or about anime in general, or hang out and get involved in community events there.
Yep.
Or talk with Jacob about his new book he just published.
That's right. My sci-fi novel, Battle Lines, is available on Amazon for order. Link in the description. So, go check it out.
Yeah, it's awesome. So maybe that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all
next time.